Welcome guys to That's My Kind of Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare a meatloaf with simple ingredients. You're going to need about 2.5 pounds of hamburger meat or ground chuck, 1 onion, which I've done peeled and got ready, 1 bell pepper, which we'll use about half of it. You can use store-brand tomato sauce. 2 small cans is all you need. A little bit of ketchup, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of seasoning salt. I use Lawry's. And 1 egg if you got big eggs. I've got little eggs, so I use 2. And about 7 pieces of bread. You can use crackers if you don't have bread, or you can use about a cup of oatmeal. So let's get started. We're going to take the hamburger meat, and you're going to need 1 big mixing bowl. And just dump it right in there like that. If you can get the plastic off of it, like that. And we're going to put this in the garbage. And then you take your bread, you tear up your bread, tear it up in pieces. If you got bread that's getting a little old, use it. You can even use buns. It don't matter. Depends on how much meatloaf you're trying to make for. How many people you're trying to feed. I pinch it up like so. Like that. Then I'm going to chop my onion. And I use a whole onion. If you don't like that much onion, you don't have to use a whole onion. I like a lot of onion. Just kind of chop it up. It don't have to be perfect. And just rake it off in there. Then I take my bell pepper, and you don't have to use bell pepper, it's optional. I usually use about a half a bell pepper. Let me clean it out. And if you don't like a lot of pepper, I wouldn't use a lot, because it does leave a pretty good peppery taste. That's probably enough. Probably won't even use whole half, because that's quite a bit of pepper already. Use whatever you feel like you might want to taste. It don't have to be perfect. Just kind of chop it up. Like so. Throw it in there. Then I add my eggs. And I add 1 can of tomato sauce now. Like so. Then I add just a little bit of ketchup now. couple good squirts. You know, it depends on how yours comes out. And I'll use a little mustard, just a, well, like that, about a squirt. It just gives it a little bit of a little kick to it. A little pepper, a little seasoning stock. And you can use hot sauce in your meatloaf too if you like it in there. It gives it a little bit better taste if you put a little hot sauce, which I use red hot. I'm going to put a little bit in this one. It depends on how much you like. And then you just start smashing it together. Like that. Ooh, not like that, but you get the hint. And you just keep squishing. And you want it to be able to form and stick together is what you want it to do. About like that. About like that right there. As a matter of fact, you could even add a little more bread to it if you want to, or a little more ketchup. I'm going to add just a little more ketchup. I like a lot of ketchup on mine. Depends on how much you like. But you put it like that. Mix it up like that. Okay. Excuse me just a minute, guys, while I wash my hands off a little bit. And you make sure you clean up your mess as you go along. I always do. Don't leave it on the counter like I just squirted it all over the counter. And then I would take my pan here, my glass dish. It's a 9 by 13, I think. And I will open up my other can of tomato sauce. I'll get it ready. And I'll take my meatloaf after it's formed like this. I'll place it in the pan, like so. And I always form mine like a football, but you can form yours however you want to. And then I always make a ridge, like that. And then I'll take my other can of sauce, and I'll pour it across it like that, using the whole can across it. Then I will take a little more ketchup, put a couple of squirts across it like that. A little more salt and pepper, like that. And a little more seasoning salt, like so. And then I'll put it in the oven and bake it on 350 for about 35-40 minutes. And then you'll have a delicious meatloaf, and that'll serve, I'm going to say, probably 4 to 6 people. Thanks for watching the video. Please share, like, and subscribe. And thanks for coming into the channel. Peace. I'm out of here.